Hi, y'all. Welcome to my channel. I am Carla, and I wanted to do a little summary of the whirlwind that are my choices for interest. So let's get started. I am, um, I have prongs everywhere in terms of my interest. I'm into tech, I'm into trading, I'm into herbalism and naturopathy. And the naturopathy and the herbalism took me down another avenue, which is similar to Wicca, or things of that nature, but I'm finding that those labels do a disservice to the practice of honoring and integrating the natural world. I have a soapbox about that, meaning I have an idea why it is not accepted, approved, pushed, integrated, or shared systemically. I'm from the United States. And I think the reason why that is because you cannot control the natural world. Nature kind of does its own thing, and those practices, or the herbalism and the witchcraft, Wiccanry, all of those things are in the occult, and it didn't make sense to me. Why? Because when you start to unpack some of those things, it's just plants and what they do. I'm also into human design, astrology. I haven't done any painting, really. Crochet. I mean, I've had, and I still have, so many. Oh, and I'm definitely into VR and different um, emerging tech, AI. Like my best resource. I even was about to just call him my best friend. Is Chat GPT, because I turn to that thing for a lot. In terms of creativity, I have had all of the devices, all of the books, and I'm exaggerating, obviously. But what I have learned is that that's what drives me. Now, I'm saying this to say, just to give you a little insight on me, my channel, my page, or whatever it is you're seeing me in, is that I'm all over the place, and I love it here. I do not focus on a singular thing, and when I try, it doesn't go as planned, because I require multiple streams of thought. I don't know how to think one thing and not let the metaphors and the life experiences and the possibilities and the imagination carry me on several different avenues in that one thought. When coming to terms with this type of thinking, it almost makes you feel like, why can't I get it together? Why can't I figure this out? Why can't I focus? Why can't I? And then that's where human design came in. And this is a new concept for me. And I mean new, meaning it wasn't a part of my collegiate curriculum, nor my grade school curriculum. This was something that I have recently, as a middle-aged adult, came into acquaintance with. And I have several books. And they all work fine. And then you have the internet resources and things of that nature, which is fine, right? Um, and then I have several pages where I've written things down. Now, all of that saying that I've dabbled in a lot of things, so I have base knowledge of a lot of things, which can also come across as, oh, you think you know it all, you done it all, you've been. I haven't. I don't. I don't want to. I'm just saying, if there's a topic that comes up and I've dabbled in it, I will let you know my dabblings. And very often, my dabblings send me down a rabbit hole, which also turns into the demise of that interest. I can't explain it. It just is how I function. I also, in my exploration of thought, came across this book. I'm not, I, when I speak, it comes across as a little judgmental and a little telling you what to do. I'm just sharing. Everyone, well, not everyone, but there's a large group of people who are coming back to herbalism, natural medicines, tinctures, syrups, poultices, which I am practicing and preparing for optimal health. This book has become, this book and Jethro Kloss, Back to Eden. These two books of biblical proportion. Let me explain. So I have little pieces, as you can see. I've got little notes and a bookmark. And if I were to just open it to something that I haven't already, let's see. I opened it to Burns. And in these sections, I can tell you, because I'm sure there's some copyright. I can't show you this stuff, but it'll give you the herbs, the recommendations, the considerations, and suggested dosages. For instance, the Burns, the nutrients that are deficient, they even give you the nutrients that may need to be supplemented in this big book. So the nutrients that they suggest you supplementing if you have a serious burn on the skin would be colloidal silver, vitamin C, vitamin B, potassium, kyolic B1 and B12 from Wakungaga. Okay, I'm gonna chop some of that up. Aloe vera pulp, candula, like those are the herbs and supplements, and it's as you saw me turn the page, it's a list. Then you have the recommendations if you have a 3rd-degree burn, what to do, keep going. The 3rd degree is, you need to go see somebody about that, but don't attempt to treat that on your own. But anything that you know, and you can tell a 3rd-degree burn. If you can't, I suggest you look it up, but maybe you'll never need it. I've never needed it. Nonetheless, considerations: don't ever smoke while pumping gas. And that's just like the considerations to me sound like a little common sense, kind of like study the effects of high doses of vitamin C therapy for burns. Like, it's telling you where your thoughts should maybe go, what you should consider. Okay. And then it may also give you other information like risk factors, signs and symptoms, how to be diagnosed. Like these things, this book give you what it comes to give. I got it at Barnes and Nobles. It says that it was $40. But I might have found a copy on the bargain rack. It's still worth $40. I slice it how you want to slice it. This book is worth $40. So, that's something different. So that's a little bit about me, and why I'm doing this, or because I feel the need to put my knowledge, my interest, oh yeah, I participated in that, or I experienced that, or that information was shared with me as well. I think that's important in our society, and I think it's important to do it without looking for compensation. That is a soapbox that I've been on for a minute. Like, I want to share, and of course, who wouldn't want a couple extra coins? But that's not why I want to share. I want to share because I think we should just know. Like, for instance, Golden Seal, GOLDENSEAL, not an animal. It's a plant. That plant is remarkable. Hold on, let me find the book so I can give you real statistics. One moment. Okay, I was looking for my Jethro Kloss book, but I don't know where I stuck it. I probably put it in the shed with where all of my herbs and teas are. However, in big uns here, it's here. And Golden Seal. Okay, Golden Seal is also known as Hydrastis canadensis. Hydrastis canadensis. And the parts that are used are the rhizomes or the roots, the phytochemical and nutrient content. I'm just reading what is in the description, and this is just the only one I'm going to do because I really believe that every home in America should have some type of Golden Seal. The phytochemical and nutrient content of Golden Seal is berberine, beta carotene, canadine, chlorogenic acid. Those are the phytochemicals. The nutrients are calcium, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, selenium, zinc, vitamins B1, B2, B3, and C. The actions or uses is it fights infections and inflammation, cleanses the body. Look, that's a statement. Cleanses the body, period. Why is this not in our cupboards? And you can't take it, well, you shouldn't take it every day, but hold on, let me keep going. Increases the effectiveness of insulin and strengthens the immune system, the colon, the liver, the pancreas, the spleen, the lymphatic and respiratory system. Is that from your eyes to your okay? From your eyes to your ass? Or what? Improves digestion, regulates your menses, decreases uterine bleeding, and stimulates the central nervous system. Good for allergies, ulcers, and disorders affecting the bladder, the prostate, the stomach, and the vagina. Used at first sign of possible symptoms so it can stop a cold, a flu, or a sore throat from developing. Alternating this, which is a comment, alternating with echinacea and other herbs is recommended. Alcohol-free extract is the best form. Do not take Golden Seal internally on a daily basis for more than 1 week at a time. Do not use it during pregnancy or if you're breastfeeding, and use caution if you are allergic to ragweed. If you have a history of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or glaucoma, use only under a doctor's supervision. I agree with all of those comments because I'm not medically trained, but I've used and been in contact with Golden Seal my entire life. I keep a bottle of the tablets that I take at the change of seasons, and to be quite honest, it minimizes any seasonal changes, disruption, drainage, and fluctuations. Also, really, I don't get sick, and when I do, it's because I skipped this. It's just a pill or a tea. You can grow it in the yard in a pot. Um, it's just a really good resource. So that's one of those things that I'm just sharing. And it sounds like a judgment. It sounds like I'm telling you what you need to do, but I'm just sharing and I share passionately. So keep that in mind. I could use the other one that I think not well, the other one that has been proven or that has shown me that it needs to be in our I'm sorry, I got distracted because I just made a new plant, the borage, Mborage. I have that in my yard. It's growing. It's so pretty. And it acts as an adrenal tonic and a gland balancer. It contains valuable minerals, essential fatty acids for proper cardiovascular function, and healthy skin and nails. May help reduce redness associated with acne. That is the plant that I just put in the back, and it's doing so good with its nice, beautiful purple flowers. Anyway, the second one that I wanted to aid is not that. You don't have to go out and get the barrage. Cayenne pepper, and people of a particular age who lived in the Baltimore area. It was this old guy that used to come on, a old cooking guy from down south, had on blue overalls, and everything he cooked, he used to say, get some cayenne pepper. Anyway, I'm dating myself. Cayenne. I'm gonna skip the phytochemicals and I'm gonna go straight to the nutrients that it holds, and then I'll go to the actions and uses. So, the nutrients are amino acids, calcium, essential fatty acids, folate, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, vitamins B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, C, and E. That's in cayenne pepper or cayenne, which is a berry. I did not know that cayenne was a berry, but the part used is the berry. Now, what does this do? It aids in digestion, improves circulation. It can aid in weight loss, stop bleeding from ulcers. It also acts as a catalyst for other herbs. That is a key for me. You take cayenne with something and it can carry it and make sure it gets where it needs to go and does what it needs to do. That's what that statement sounds like to me. For good heart health, kidney health, lung health, pancreas, spleen, and stomach. Useful for arthritis and rheumatism. Helps to ward off colds, sinus infections, and sore throat. Good for pain when applied topically. And used with lobelia. It's Lobelia. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Lobelia for nerves. I believe that cayenne pepper should be a part of our regimen, and golden seal should be a part of our regimen. Everyone is now on to cloves, and I understand that. But the other thing that I wanted to add is, like, you know how when you go outside and you're walking around and you see those, we used to call them wishes, or you can blow and the little fluffy things will just go around, and before it turns into that, or maybe the cousin of that, I don't know the epidemiology. I don't know the life cycle of plants in the yard. I'm gonna learn though. Nonetheless, dandelions. Why are they so amazing and they're free? See, this is why I believe the agricultural industry is in control of what we think is nutrition and food and healthy and blah blah blah, because dandelions grow all over our country, or where I've been. I've seen some form of a yellow button top. Nonetheless, let me tell you what the actions and uses are. We're going to skip the nutrients because they're pretty similar to the rest, but the actions and uses are interesting. For the dandelion, it can be a diuretic, meaning it can make you go pee poop, cleanses the blood, the liver, and increases bile production. That is for digestion. Reduces cholesterol and uric acid levels, improves the function of the kidneys, pancreas, spleen, and stomach, relieves menopause symptoms. Useful for abscesses, anemia, boils, breast tumors, cirrhosis of the liver, constipation, fluid retention, hepatitis, jaundice, and rheumatism. Believed to help prevent age spots and breast cancer. How do you do it? The leaves can be boiled and eaten like spinach. Young leaves can be used like salad. You should not combine with prescription diuretics, and not recommended for people with gallstones or bile tract obstruction, which, yeah, all those things. That little yellow capped weed that you spray the weed be gone, that you spray the weed and feed for in the yard for free. Pain reliever, swelling reducer, organ system repairer for free. That's all I'm saying. Or that's not all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And this is just, like I said, a wealth. Look at this. Rose. Good for bladder problems and all infections. The rose. Rosa canina. Good for bladder problems and all infections. A good source of vitamin C when used fresh. Rose hip tea is good for diarrhea. It's just amazing. Last one, thyme, THYME. Eliminates gas, reduces a fever, sounds like Tylenol, a headache, and reduces mucus. Has a strong antiseptic property. It can lower your cholesterol. It's good for asthma, bronchitis, and croup, and other respiratory problems, as well as for fever, headache, liver disease. Eliminates scalp itching and flaking. So you could put thyme in your scalp to stop all this damn itching, which is what I'm about to add. Put some thyme in my rosemary, and so I'm saying this to say, last one for real. I bought this cream because I saw it on some social media site, Wild Yam, and then I went out and bought the Wild Yam bark because I was gonna make my own because I didn't want no extra stuff in it. I used that Wild Yam cream for, I think it was like 3 days, 4 days, and you just like, I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I ain't getting it because hold on. All right, I'm back. So let's say that this little thing, it's not. This come from. I got suckered in. I got caught up. It's nice, but it's anyway. Stay focused. So let's say that this is the little jar of the wild yam cream. You just rub the top enough to get a little on your finger, and you rub it on your pulse points. Right? That does smell pretty good. Okay. Rub it on your pulse points. Right? I did that little teeny bit for 3 days. It started changing me. And this wild yam is serious. Let me tell you what the actions and uses are. Relaxes muscle spasms, reduce inflammation, promotes perspiration, contains compounds similar to the hormone progesterone. Good for colic, gallbladder disorders, hypoglycemia, irritable bowel syndrome, kidney stones, nerve pain, also known as neuralgia, rheumatism, female disorders, premenstrual syndrome, menopause-related symptoms, and in one study, postmenopausal women who consume the yam experience an improvement in their levels of sex hormones, blood lipids, and antioxidants. I'm gonna say yes, it must do most of that. I didn't stick around with it long enough to see, because it started making some changes, and I didn't want some of those changes. But in 3 days of just a smidgen on my pulse points, and it started rearranging things hormonally, for sure and for certain. And so I believe that is why these things aren't taught in schools, or because they can be abused, they can be manipulated and things of that nature. But more than anything, you're gonna have a hard time controlling every square inch of this land, in which case the actual planet itself just makes it just comes. We don't know where the seeds are, we don't know where what is the cross pollen. I mean, we may once we see it, but I don't know where the next dandelion is going to shoot up from. I have no idea, right? I have no idea where the next, if you were to put, well, we know not to plant certain plants in the soil like bamboo, mint, because they kind of just do their own thing. But we have no idea where the next, maybe if I was a botanist or some type of environmental specialist, I could have a good idea, but I am neither of those things. But that is a very good wealth of information. And I have quite a bit of books and things of that nature, and I am going to be sharing those things on this channel. I know I said that before, but I am, because it's my channel, nobody's really watching, and I get to say what I need to say and redirect some of my people to my videos so that I don't have to say the same thing over and over again. That also requires for me to be focused and stay on task, and I don't like the way that feels. Now let me explain. The human growth and design model or philosophy has identified someone such as myself as a manifesting generator, and in that categorization I found a lot of similarities and a lot of accuracies. I'm not going to call them truths, but there can be a little bit of accuracies. I'm still I believe everything is a tool, and that tool has some very nice components to it. As a manifesting generator, according to the books, I thrive in initiating, starting, and promoting new projects, new goals, new ideas, new trains of thought. That is my life's blood. That is, I am here to experiment and share. And I can get that. When I sit in that, I am happy, happy, happy. But the other side of that is that I need to be removed from the misunderstanding. And that is difficult because I enjoy effective communication and I don't particularly care for being misunderstood. It bothers me when my message doesn't come across. I am getting better at removing myself from that because I am not in control of the mental aptitude and or ability to synthesize or understand me in anyone else's mind or imagination. So once I let the information out, I need to just leave it. And so I'll put it in a video, put it on my YouTube, and maybe it helps one person. And maybe that one person is me. Don't know. But I also sit firmly in the seat of seeing as though I like to share information, I sit firmly in the seat of being an educator, even though now I'm more of a non-conventional educator because I just like doing things. I just like doing things that I can when I can, which is not very often. This is a 30-minute video about me and where my mind is today. And we're going to leave it. We're going to post it. And we're going to keep it moving. At any rate, I don't have anything like a tagline or anything to say. Usually I end up saying, ain't nobody asked me, I just got shit to say. That's my thing that I've been saying for some years now. But grow along with me or not. So side note. These are my Brazilian knots. Right? You can see them. I can't see well, but I'm sure digital land, you can see them very well. These are my Brazilian knots, and to me, this is my favorite installation. It's really kinky coily. I dyed them first, then I installed them, and then I dyed everything, including me, my hair blue. And so this is the result. On this side, I shaved my hair, but I shaved it because I don't have no sense. I shaved it all the way around to about right here, and it's just because I just didn't. Anyway, I did, and then I left this side normal-ish, regular-ish. I need to brush it, but these are my Brazilian knots. This is the latest installation. I do them for other people, but I'm kind of specific because I really don't need. I'm taking clients. I only have I'm about to tell you. Hold on. Appointment book. I only have. Hold on. Okay, so as it looks, I only have 2 openings, 2 spaces available between now and December for Brazilian knots. You can reach out to me or leave a comment, and if I see it in a timely manner, a timely fashion, then I will reach back out to you and see if you're if we're a good match, because I do have considerations, which is why I have a certain number of clients. I only have 2 spaces available between now and December. I don't make my calendar for 2025 until November. So, and depending upon how it works, sometimes December. So, and I am open to taking clients. This is Kinky Coily. If you want the details on how long, how much, if you can get longer lengths, all of that we can discuss later, but that's neither here nor there. That's not why I'm doing this video. But I was just sharing, this is my current installation. This is my favorite installation, and I'm probably going to keep this for a while because I'm really messing with it real heavy. So anyway, this is yet another rambling. Thank you for listening to me, and hopefully I'll see you on this journey. Till next time. Ain't nobody asked me. I just got shit to say.